Hello and welcome to Nerds to Men. I don't. That's still too much Buck, I think. With the, hello. Every week you're in my head, Buck. You're in my head.
Yo, what up?
Hey,
Welcome to my crib.
what you doing?
I am Brad Reed. I am joined by Cameo. Cameo's back. Woo!
Back in black.
Yeah. I'm so excited to have you back. We got things to talk about today.
We do.
Our third nerd, Buck Berlin.
Hey.
Owner of New World Comics in Oklahoma City, just south of 63rd on Meridian here. And they've got all kinds of great comic books, toys, and Superhero School is a thing that you guys do every 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
This past Saturday, they did the Spider-Verse, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and so there's a few things that brings up. So let's get into that for a second.
All right.
First of all, I brought my nephews.
Yeah. How'd they like it?
They loved it. And
Cool.
like I did, I asked you about the young ones, and I was a little bit on the fence because I've got one that Ben, they're both of them are like, I think they're 4 now.
Okay.
Or getting close to 4 anyway. But Ben is like he has a little bit more of the attention span for such a thing. But Eli's like he's just a little devil. And I say that in the best way because he's ornery is all get out. And he was the one I was a little bit worried, but really they all were really interested in the whole thing. And my nephews, Ricky and Joshua Gage, like Joshua Gage is the big Spider-Man fan. So but they both love the video game now. But they they came out and they loved it. And so afterward, we went over there to buy them some comics. And first of all, they ran up to your Spider-Man versus Venom. Is that an omnibus?
Yeah,
what is this?
Yeah, that's the omnibus. It has like all the early Venom appearances. It's awesome.
It is awesome, but it is I don't know how many days of paycheck that is for you guys, but for me it's a saving thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
It's very much a collector's piece.
Yeah, and it's awesome. So, but I was like, no, let's maybe go get one of these single issues, and then we got Joshua Gage some of the Spider-Geddon.
Yeah.
Spider-Geddon. And so he was like wanting to go around to all the Spider-Men, showing them like, hey, you're on this cover, and
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
it was really cool. And Ricky ended up, he's kind of been like a Batman fan, and then he was really big into Deadpool. And it was funny because I actually was able to, you've got the comics for kids rack, and I was able to get him a Deadpool and a Venom comic, which was awesome.
They're
because there's
rare,
there's not many Deadpool that I can go buy. Ricky, he's 8, but he's not ready for Deadpool yet.
Right. And I knew that kids were going to be after all that. So it was all right. So people are going to come in and listen to the kids over me. So I need to make sure that I have a kid-friendly option for them.
Now this is funny too, because at first I didn't know what Joshua Gage grabbed. I was kind of paying attention, but I knew what he grabbed anyway. I just didn't know what it was. And so we came up, and Joshua Gage is the 6-year-old.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, Buck, this monstrous and this,
Oh, no. Yeah.
and the dark the metal, it's the Batman metal.
Oh, yeah.
What are those called? Not dark metal.
Oh, it's just Dark Knight's Metal.
Dark Knight's Metal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It was another single issue from that series. So I was like, are these okay for a 6-year-old? And you're like, no.
Not at all, no.
I was like, okay. But, because the kids one, they already had those, the Venom and the Deadpool from the last time. So they wanted something off of that rack. And it was cool, though. But Ricky ended up getting the Teen Titans. And so he loves that. So,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was really cool because I take them comic books all the time, but this is the first time they've been in a comic book shop. And they loved it.
Well, cool.
Awesome.
And it was the first time that they got to go pick one off the wall and
Yeah.
and it was
I'm guessing that meeting the superheroes was pretty cool too.
yeah,
so.
yeah. The whole thing was awesome. Meeting them, they wanted to get all of them wanted to get pictures with them, and but it was it was just one of those things where I feel good about maybe passing that on to them. The love of the comic books, which I've admitted this on the show, is recently kind of come about for me. Like, I've always loved the characters, but I haven't
not really read them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've read the Batman stuff. I've read a lot of over the years, but not every. I just never got out and read everything else. And so,
Yeah.
But Cameo,
Yeah.
I got to give you a little gift here, real quick.
Snap.
Not to keep.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not to keep.
Just to read.
But you got to start reading Mr. Miracle.
Okay.
I read the first 4, and I've got more to read, but I am hooked, and you have to, because we're gonna have to talk about this.
Okay.
Yeah, I got one over here too.
There you go.
There you go.
Cool.
So I've got 5 and 6. I need to get caught up on some more, but
It's
man,
so good.
isn't it? Oh,
Yeah, well, on the other podcast, like every episode, we talk about how good it is.
It is.
really?
You're gonna love it.
Okay.
yeah. I mean, that's why I was like, I gotta let him borrow, even though I probably won't see these for another year.
Probably not.
But when does the trade paperback come out?
It got pushed back to February now, which don't get surprised if it gets pushed back a little bit more.
Okay, well then I probably am going to need these back.
All right.
If it was February, I might have been able to. Are we about to get a appearance from?
From the Teen in Flannel.
Yeah, I mean we're plugging everything. We might as well plug
Right.
Ben's Teens in Flannel podcast. So here's the star. He's walking by right now. Ben, yes.
Man, it's like Bigfoot.
If you're listening to the podcast, you got to go to like the YouTube or Facebook
page,
and
yeah.
watch, because you'll see a rare sighting. Of
Yeah, a teen in flannel.
Teens in Flannel.
Moping
Don't
about.
get enough of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't.
Yeah, I asked Ben when that was going to debut, and he said whatever. So, so I don't know, but it's coming soon. The Teens in Flannel, but back to this, Mr. Miracle Cameo.
All
You're
right.
gonna love it.
Okay.
There's gonna be
And if I
fan
don't,
movies
do I-
made
do I
about
get to
it,
slap you?
and yeah. Oh, you get a slap buck.
Yeah.
I think that's.
If you don't like it, you get to slap me.
Okay.
You get to slap me too. I'll put my my cheeks out there just in case.
Okay.
But before you do, you have to answer questions.
Okay.
Make
fine.
sure you're like, no, I hated it.
No, I'll read it. I'll read
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I just want
Yeah.
to slap Brad. So.
I mean, you can assault him anytime you want. It's free country.
Yeah, yeah. But again, New World Comics is the place for superhero school. You got all kinds of cool stuff going on. You've got when's the next comedy fight night?
That's going to be January, I think, 18th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're due for another superhero school a
Yeah.
week from Saturday.
A week from tomorrow, yeah. Since we're recording Friday night. Yeah.
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 Yeah, the next one, you can come up, meet Santa Claus.
Oh, nice.
And
Santa
if
Claus.
you've been not nice, you can meet the Krampus.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, and you know who's going to keep Krampus in line?
Who?
Hellboy.
Nice.
Yeah. And again, we keep everything family friendly, and the people are like, Hellboy's not kid friendly. He's totally kid friendly.
Me and Cameo were kind of discussing that before the show.
He loves cats.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
he's friendly,
Well, and
huh?
he's Catholic, so I mean, like all the people are like, oh, he's from hell. He's religious, so like, calm
I
down.
mean, he has his rosary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
My nephew, when y'all announced that, he was like, "Can we come back?" I was like, "We can come back to as many superhero schools as you want," because it was a great time, even for the adults. I mean, the adults in the crowd were enjoying it. So
Yeah, we always aim to entertain the adults with the kids in mind, and we've noticed if you do that, then everyone's happy.
Yeah.
So-
The costumes. Although I gotta say, because I know the star of Teens in Flannel, he does a couple of superhero schools. So there were a couple times that the different Spider-Men came out, and I was like, oh, that's Ben. And then I was like, oh wait, no, this one's Ben. And then I finally figured out which one was Ben.
Which one was Ben?
It was the one with a little bit of the hair coming out. Like
He was,
you
he
can't
was,
contain that mane.
He was Superior Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he was awesome. He was really good. Like I said, all of them were really good, but there was two of them. I was like, oh, that's Ben.
Yeah,
I think maybe you cloned him a couple times.
there were some on Saturday that was oh my god, this is the best performance he's done all year. Like our guy that was Spider-Punk.
Yes. Yes.
The web slinger, the cowboy.
Yes, he was
Spider-Man,
great too.
And Spider Ham.
Perfect. He did such a good job.
Oh, my
was
God.
was that the little Joker kid?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Joker-
thought so.
yeah.
Like him and his brother do those, right?
Yeah. His brother was 616 Spider-Man. He was regular
Okay. Yeah.
Peter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I guess he was one of the Fantastic Four when I did Starbrand.
Right. Yeah. He was Johnny Storm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So superhero school is a lot of fun for the whole family. So bring them out. Is there like a place where they can go? Maybe the Facebook page.
Yeah,
to,
definitely our Facebook page.
to stay kind of up to date on all that.
Yeah. You can follow us on the Facebook page, the Twitter, the Instagram. You know,
Okay,
all the
cool.
things the kids are doing these days.
And
Except for Tide Pods. Can't find them there.
No.
I do want to talk about this. This show will probably not be up in time for the Saturday sale. Then I know you're having a sweet Christmas sale.
Yeah.
How long does that sale go on? Just tomorrow
It's tomorrow and Sunday.
and Sunday. Okay. Well, maybe we'll try to get this up so people can come out here because it's December 14th tonight.
Right.
So as long as Cameo keeps the show easy and doesn't make me edit a lot with his, or his.
What?
See,
What?
see,
Huh?
see. Okay, cool. We did a Christmas episode not too long ago. I want to mention this real quick. We talked about
My ears, they hurt. No, I'm joking.
we talked about Christmas movies. Die Hard.
Yeah.
I finally watched Die Hard. the
Wait,
other
you
night.
hadn't
You
watched?
never watched Die Hard?
I've seen like parts of it, but never all the way through. It was great. It was great. And then what was funny is one of my favorite shows is The Goldbergs.
Oh.
And they were it was a show about how they ended up watching that every year for Christmas. And
Yeah.
so I was like, it's everywhere. It's
Yeah,
everywhere.
I thought you were about to say Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I was like, that whole show is like based around.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
heard that they for the new is it
Yeah.
on Netflix?
No, NBC, I think.
Well, they put it on
Oh.
Hulu. Yeah.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that there's going to be a nice Die Hard tribute.
Yeah.
nice.
It's out. You can find it.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
promo for the new season.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. And then also kind of just talking about Christmas, a Christmas gift that would be something you would knock it out of the park with is our friends at Paint and Cheers. You can get seats to throughout the whole year you can get these seats. But they do all kinds of nights, like Thursday night is $2 Boda Box wine, and that's Thirsty Thursday. So you go out there with your friends, your loved one, you could have a Christmas party out there if you want to, and you paint, you get your drink on. Saturdays at 2 p.m., bottomless sangria. Sundays at 2 p.m., bottomless mimosas. And like I say, you don't even have to be good at painting. You can go out there. Adam, he's the guy out there. He's got all these great techniques, and you'll leave with a painting you'll be really proud of. You'll be loosey-goosey, maybe, with your drinks. Yeah. And that's at our good friends Paint and Cheers in the Plaza District here in Oklahoma City. So if you want to reserve your seats, if you want to buy some to give as gifts, to office parties, friends, Dirty Santa, all that, go to paintncheers.com. That's paint with the letter N, cheers.com. And I think, man, we're ready to get this.
Yeah, let's do
this
it.
show has been like packed with stuff, so it's just been popping out anyway, though. So let's
Now, 80 minutes later.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's just let it explode all over everyone.
Oh. And here's the editing.
Oh my God, now I do have to edit it. Thanks. I'm leaving it in just so everybody can hear your filthy mouth
Please don't.
and what I have to deal with.
I mean, to be fair, anyone could have said it. His
Yeah.
mouth was covered.
Yeah. I'll just bleep it.
All right.
I'll bleep
Do
it.
do
Ben said it.
Oh, Nerds to Men. I love this podcast. So let's talk about everything that's been going on Netflix. I mean, because me and Buck did do like our Christmas special, but we did tease that we talk about Daredevil this week. So
Okay.
here's, Daredevil, of course, we all knew it was getting canceled, right? I
Yeah.
mean, I figured it would be.
What?
Were you really surprised?
Yeah.
Even after...
when they after Iron Fist, it was I understand because it had such a problematic first season,
Mm-hmm.
and then season 2 didn't do as well. They were like a third of the people came back,
Yeah.
and then they were like, and Daredevil. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
I was disappointed that it got canceled.
Yeah.
I just wasn't surprised. I figured it was coming.
But-
Yeah. Because I mean,
I feel like they're getting rid of all of them.
No,
they
they
are.
are.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. Because I mean, they got rid of Iron Fist first, and then Luke Cage.
Yeah.
It was like Luke Cage was amazing both 2 seasons.
Well, yeah,
so it
but
was just like,
but when you heard the ratings thing, you're like, okay, well, man, that sucks. I guess we were the only ones watching it.
Yeah.
so.
And
yeah.
then with Daredevil, like it's definitely one of their most watched shows, and they're like, and that's canceled. It's the okay, something's up.
But I think, sorry, Cameo.
go ahead.
Well, I just think with Daredevil that even the last season didn't get watched as much as the first.
Well, I mean, they announced it the week
the
after
second
it
one,
came
probably.
out.
Yeah.
It was oh my god,
Yeah.
give it some time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It was kind of funny though, because Netflix, I think they're mad at Marvel
Yeah,
because I saw a headline. I didn't read it, but it was talking about Daredevil, saying, "Well, Daredevil wasn't, the most streamed,
Mm-hmm. Right.
or season 3 wasn't the most streamed." And it was just like, you sound like a angry ex boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't like it anyway, so
Yeah.
whatever. Like, are you
Yeah, I
mad,
could-
Netflix? Are
I
you
could see
mad?
that point. I mean, what do you think it is? What do you think it really is? Because I thought that this was the end of we wouldn't see another Punisher. But you told me there's going to be a Punisher, which was confirmed to come out in January. They
Yeah,
didn't
right.
give a date,
Right.
but they gave like a window of January.
Punisher and Jessica Jones
Right.
have things that they filmed, and they're just going to put those out. Then after that, that's it.
It's all gone.
And it's going to be 2 years until Marvel can use them.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? Because of the contract
Yeah.
with Netflix?
Yeah, the way the contract worked was, those properties couldn't be touched or used for 2 years after cancellation.
So, I mean, this might be a stupid question. Who made the call? Netflix?
Probably.
They said we're canceling it.
What I'm guessing probably happened is Disney's wanting all their toys back.
Yeah.
So they probably thought, okay, so they're going to lose Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to lose Thor. They're going to lose Captain America. They don't really have Spider-Man. What do they have? They have Black Panther.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's a great get, but that's all of your eggs in one basket.
Right.
Hopefully Captain Marvel works out.
Yeah.
But then you have Daredevil and Luke Cage and all these things that, like they've seen what they can and can't do. And since Marvel movies really aren't treating the TV shows like things that they are going to actually use, they can introduce them and just say, oh, yeah, don't count those. Those don't really count towards any continuity.
Uh-huh.
So they know what to do and what not to do now. So they can use those later on in their movies.
Well, from what I understand, the some of the issue is that the Marvel movie department and the Marvel TV department don't like each other.
Oh, yeah. But what happened there was Kevin Feige was sick and tired of having to go to the head of Marvel every time he wanted to make something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the head of Marvel could be like, no, I don't like it. Change this.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to the head of Disney and was like, listen, I'm making all the money. I don't want to listen to this guy.
Right.
They're like, okay, how's this? We'll let him make all the calls on the TV stuff and you get all the movie stuff. He's like, great.
Right.
So then the TV and the movie people stopped working so well.
Well, see, and that's a shame because I feel like more so than like the DC TV shows to the movies, the Marvel guys could translate into movies. Like I could see Matt Murdock, the guys who are playing Daredevil and Luke Cage and Jessica Jones,
Right.
And Wilson Fisk.
Well, and I mean we're at a place in media where it's not that huge step down to show up on a TV show anymore.
Right.
And especially if you're part of all of that, it would make it even cooler.
Right.
Because like you have big name stars that are like, oh, I'm going to do 2 seasons of this show.
Sure.
And no one's like, oh, slumming it on TV, are you? Like
right.
I just
Yeah.
feel like the caliber of actor that the Netflix shows were able to get.
right.
Marshall Ali. I mean, look at how like he's in all the movies
Well,
now.
but look at Marvel and their gets. Like, who knew that Chris Evans was that great? Like,
well,
you know,
yeah, but
and that's kind of Marvel's style is
Yeah.
let's get them before they're known.
right. But in that regard, like I could see why. On the other hand, DC they didn't want to use Grant Gustin in the Flash movie or
Well,
in the movies.
It's because he'd be a completely different thing.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
I just feel like they're not as good at actors either. Like
No.
Stephen Amell, all those guys. Whereas these guys in the Marvel Netflix shows could be in the movies.
Well,
Look at
I mean,
Shane or not Shane, John
Bernthal?
John Bernthal.
yeah.
He's in The Punisher, but he's in a lot of movies now too. So
Yeah, well, and I think that Warner Brothers just sees that they have a property, and they just throw money at a name that they think people are excited about.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's the guy. He's hot right now.
Yeah.
right now. Let's do this.
Right.
Not
yeah.
is he the right person for this?
right, I could see that. So we are going to get another Jessica Jones, but which surprises me because
They should
not
have canceled that from the beginning.
only
Yeah.
no, not from the beginning. I
I'll
really
say
liked
after
the
season 1, they should have
yes.
canceled it.
The first season was good, really good, loved it. Second season, I did
It
not.
could have been
enjoy
3
that.
episodes.
Yeah, I did not enjoy the
3.
second
Right.
season, not because of the actress or any of. I don't think I don't know if it was just the writing or what. I just didn't enjoy it.
They took a 3 episode thing and drew it out 12, 13 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, if anybody out there watches anime and you have those episodes that have, a little bit to do with the story, but have absolutely nothing to do with the story,
Yes.
that was Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
season 2.
I agree with that. I
All of
agree
it.
with that.
Like, that could have all been like a memory flashback in season 1.
Yeah. Oh,
All of
easily.
that.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah, I agreed with that. So I guess that's why I was surprised, but that's the answer. Is they had already started working on which I'm not looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
could be
they
good.
got a plan, but yeah.
It could be good because season 1 was good. I really did like that one. I did not like the Defenders, so
Yeah,
not missing that.
I'm going to give it 2 episodes. Punisher, I really look forward to, but Jessica
Me too.
Jones, I'm giving it 2 episodes.
I'm
Yeah.
going to watch it just because. I know it's not going to do me any good, but I'm just going to watch it just to see what happens.
Yeah.
And, I'll relay the message to you and tell you how much I hate it. But
Well, let's flip to a little bit of what DC is good at, which is
animation.
oh my gosh, no. Let's rewind. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No spoilers, but let's ask Buck about Into the Spider-Verse
Oh, all right.
before we get to DC.
So, Spider-Man's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you want more? Oh, well. All right. So,
Did
in
you
the
love it?
end,
Did you-
yeah. No. Yeah. I loved it. It's phenomenal. Yeah. There's just so much that happens in it, and
Yeah.
you're definitely left wanting way more, but you're happy with what you got,
right.
Okay.
Oh my God!
How was
they
the-
have to make more?
How was the animation? Because it looks a little weird to me.
It's a little shaky, but it's a really cool style, and once you get on board with the style, like it's awesome.
Man, I've heard nothing but good things about it. You remember Craig the movie guy?
Yeah.
Well, he usually tears down movies.
Mm-hmm.
He had absolutely nothing bad to say about it.
It was like a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes.
99.
Oh, really?
99%.
Stay through all of the credits.
Okay.
All of them.
Okay.
So the movie's great, but the after the credits thing might be my favorite after the credits thing.
Is there like breakups, or is it like all one big one at the end?
So there's like a little thing, and then there's like one big thing at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. I can't wait. Me and Cameo are going to go see it Sunday.
Yep.
So I did want it, but I did want, for the people that are, they just saw it or they want to talk about it. We will talk about it next week, kind of more in depth.
Yeah.
Yeah, and make sure you put your comments down in the bottom.
Yeah, we want to know.
Wait, where?
in the bottom.
Dude, it's rude to point. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but we didn't. Of course, me and Cameo didn't want to have it spoiled for us.
Right.
But it's a good, fun movie.
Yes.
Are there any of the Can we talk about the villains, or should we wait until after?
Okay. How's this? My one complaint about the movie, Kingpin looks so weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's like you had this big black box and you put like a little head right in the middle of it. And you're like, here you go, walk around, man.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah,
That's bad.
yeah.
Is age-wise? Can I take my little nephews?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you might have kind of real discussion afterwards, but nothing you're like, oh man, I dread this. They tackle some big stuff and they handle it so incredibly well.
Nice.
I've never seen the awkwardness of being a teenager portrayed so well on screen.
Shamik Moore is an amazing actor. He plays Miles
It's-
Morales,
yeah.
if y'all don't know. But yeah, like he was in what's that movie? Dope.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Dope?
I have not.
It's a good movie.
That is a good movie.
And he plays a teenager in that. I think he actually was a teenager at that.
He was.
at that time.
Yeah.
It's easy to play a teenager when you're a teenager.
Yeah.
Right. No, but like he did really, really good. So you can
Yeah.
check that out when you get a
Yeah,
chance.
I might try to. Yeah, where do I find this? Where do I find Dope?
It used to be on Netflix.
Please don't put your dope man's number in there.
Dope
He's
man,
not-
dope man. Buck, we
dope
got
woman.
you covered. We got you covered,
Or
Buck.
dope woman. I don't want to discriminate.
Yeah. You
Don't
dope
put-
person.
Right.
Ah,
Don't want to make
man.
anybody mad.
Good thing they can't cancel this.
Right. We get a message from Facebook.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta stop.
Yeah.
But you say I can find it on Netflix?
It was on
It was on
Netflix.
Netflix, but I think you can get it. Do you like rent movies, like
Yeah.
streaming
Yeah.
wise? I'm sure you can find it on.
Okay.
on
I
whatever
mean,
streaming.
you know, I probably shouldn't Google it.
Yeah, right.
Where do I find
Where
it?
do I find dope?
Well, Mr.
The movie.
So-and-so
The movie.
down the
Yeah.
street.
That's what you get on the dark web.
Yeah.
That's all he shops at. What are you
But
talking
yeah. So speaking of webs, I see how.
Ooh,
yeah,
nice
see,
one.
bring that
Bringing
together.
us back.
Yeah.
Bringing us back.
Now, if anything, you're left wanting more from the other Spider-Verse characters.
Uh-huh.
But oh my god, it's just so incredibly well done.
I did hear that there is going to be some more Spider-Verse characters. Like
Like
I
a
heard
Spider-Gwen, right?
Spider-Gwen,
Yeah.
and they're going to do, I think, oh man, what was it? Crap, I forgot. But I know Spider-Gwen for sure, and I think they might do like a team up of like Spider-Women.
Good.
So
I still
Excellent.
want to see. I want to see what they're doing. I want to see an animated Howard the Duck movie.
man,
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I want to see.
I do too.
All right, DC. First of all, Aquaman's coming out soon, but Cameo's going to get to see it tomorrow because of that Amazon thing,
That's
right?
right.
I was so excited when I heard that because I was like, "Sweet, I'm going to sit at home and watch it on Amazon."
No.
That's not what happened. No, you were just able to buy tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
were you
for-
signing into my Amazon account or? Yeah, I was.
But it's just one showing, right?
Download
Yeah.
these tickets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just one showing tomorrow at
At
like
7.
7.
Yeah.
And then if you don't see it then, you see it like a week from
When
then.
it comes out.
Yeah.
I've heard good reviews. I am personally not excited about it very much, but
I'm excited for it just because I don't know. Like I want to see it. I want to see it.
I heard it was if Aquaman. It's the same story as Black Panther, basically.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
I mean, if you're going to steal a story,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a pretty damn good story.
Yeah. I saw like some, I don't know if, I saw like an ad that it was like, listen, whether you like Aquaman or not, we had a wet Jason Momoa. And I was like, I don't care about a wet Jason Momoa, but it also doesn't say much about your movie. Like,
I want a sound clip just so I don't care about a wet Jason Momoa. Yeah.
do I need to edit that again?
Yeah.
Do I need to beep that
Yeah.
out? What
Yeah.
is that? No, don't. Don't explain it.
List where you find. No.
Yeah. I'll just beep it out. How about that?
Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that.
But do I have to
Back to-
blur my mouth too? Like
no,
just
just put pictures of Jerry, just like yeah.
Jerry Port.
Anytime somebody slips, it needs to be a Jerry face.
Yeah.
That's so funny. The other thing I wanted to talk about in the DC universe was Reign of Superman.
Reign of the Superman.
The Superman. So if you watched,
It's more like some Superman.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you watched Death of Superman, hopefully you watched the end credits because you had an idea where this was all going, and I'm excited because I love the animated movies. I think that's what DC is doing the best as far as the the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
But that comes out January. Oh, did you say 13th, Cameo?
Yeah.
13th. So that's really quick.
Yeah.
That's on us. And then another thing, I didn't hear, like, there's no date nailed down, but I was like, ooh, when I heard
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Wait, it says in theaters January 29th.
What theaters?
Yeah. That's
Which
what it
means you
says.
can stream it on the dark web January 13th.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay, so January 29th, and then probably the next week it'll be on digital.
Maybe
Something
something
like
like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, we know this. Reign of Superman will be out in January.
Yeah. So just be looking for it in January.
Yeah, so Rainn
Oh,
Wilson,
Tony Todd's in it. He's playing
Yeah.
Darkseid. That's awesome.
Cameron Monaghan.
He's playing Superboy.
Wow, that's going to be really good. Tony Todd is Darkseid. I
That's
like
what
that.
I just said.
What? Tony Todd. Dude, guys, hey.
You know, if somebody were going to make a fanfic about another character that we've been talking about, we should just get Tony Todd to play Darkseid. Think we can make that happen?
And the guy that plays Black Lightning, Cress Williams.
Oh, yeah?
He's playing Steel. So
That's
pretty
cool. But Batman Hush is also going to be...
Shut your mouth.
Yes. It's coming out this year,
only
or
talking
well,
about Batman.
2019.
I can dig it.
Yeah. So I was really happy because Batman Hush is a really good book. One thing I really enjoyed about that one was, and the reason I think it's going to be a cool animated movie is you get all of the Batman, like the rogue gallery, all the villains. So plus it's a really good story. I don't know, have you read? I'm sure you read Hush.
Yeah.
Have you read Hush?
It's for the people that usually come in and are like, I don't know anything about comics. What do I need to read? I kind of like Batman. I'm like, here, read Hush. They're like, oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
And then I ask them what they like about that, and then from there, I can show them the different Batman eras or stories to get people in.
Yeah.
So-
Okay. So is that one a graphic novel or a trade
It's a
paperback?
trade paperback.
Okay, so it's a collected.
It's a collect. Yeah.
Okay.
It collects. Yeah. Batman 608 through 612, 613. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So there wasn't that many, but
Right.
but it's a really good book. I enjoyed Hush. It's probably been a few years since I've read it, but it was up there. And it was all it's always on the list of the top Batman
Right.
books and stuff. So
It's written by Jeff Lubb, who's running Marvel TV. Yeah.
but that one, I think that one's going to make a great animated movie, and
Yeah.
they always do good on the animated
Yeah.
movies. Although the what was it, Batman Ninja?
Yeah.
That one wasn't so great, So sometimes they ventured off, but
Yeah.
I was kind of upset with the Teen Titans Judas contract.
Yeah, that one should have been way.
Yeah, I was kind of upset with that one.
that one I didn't love, and I didn't like the Justice League Dark.
Yeah, that was kind of lame.
It should have been a lot better. Like,
Yeah.
there were some cool things that they did in it, but they were really grasping at straws on
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, so animated movies coming out soon. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Sound like a little kid. All right, we got a couple more segments to go, but this next one is one we debuted not too long ago.
All right.
This one, Buck gets to play the quiz host,
Yeah.
and it's called Net Worth.
Net worth. We compare these people who have millions of dollars.
Millions. Oh, right.
so
right.
you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, because as Dave Chappelle put it best, past a certain point, it doesn't really matter how much you have because everyone's rich.
Yeah.
Everyone can have whatever you have.
Right.
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 So, yeah, it's weird. Like, they're almost not people anymore. God, no.
My wife always says they're not real people, and I'm like, they are real. That's just not a nice thing to say, but they're
All right.
not. They're lizard people.
Yeah, these were all of these net worths are according to Google that we did right before the show. So if things change from when we're looking this up now to whenever this airs, it's because of this is what we saw right before.
It's funny, like somebody's gonna be like, you know what? Carrot Top didn't make that much money last year.
I think someone did that, but anyway. So this time I did superheroes versus their supervillains.
All right, awesome.
All right, so first up, who has more money, Chris Evans or Hugo Weaving? So Captain America versus Red Skull. Now you have to remember, Hugo Weaving has been in The Matrix, Lord of the Rings, Captain America. Like he's been in everything.
Yeah.
And Chris Evans has been working a long time, and he's been Captain America. So which one is more valuable?
I don't know. V for Vendetta was pretty good. I think that one made a lot of money. I'm gonna have to say Chris Evans though.
I'm going with the
Weaving?
villain. Yeah.
All right. So how's this? How much is Chris Evans worth?
Oh God.
Let's go 40 million.
Let's go
He's probably like 5 million.
150 million.
Chris Evans is worth $50 million.
I was close.
You were close.
So Hugo Weaving.
Let's say 30 million.
68 million.
All right. So you think that Hugo Weaving has more money than Chris Evans?
Yes.
All right. You said 68 million. You said
30.
Guess what?
What?
$30 million.
Oh my God.
Wow, right on the
Wow,
nose.
you
Right on
nailed
the
this one.
Yeah.
Right,
Right on
nailed
the
it.
nose.
All right. So this one. Oh man.
I just gave a toddler a new toy. Okay.
How does editing work?
I'll just beep it.
That's what they all say.
Like, what's he saying after Boo?
Boo earns. Boo earns.
Boo Radley.
All right. So, all right. So this next one for you guys, you'll love this. It's Batman versus Penguin. Michael Keaton or Danny DeVito.
Oh.
I'm gonna say Keaton.
I'm gonna go DeVito because he produces movies, and you gotta have money to be a producer.
All right. So, how much is Michael Keaton worth?
Let's go 69 million.
That's an odd number to choose.
We said 68. I don't want to go.
You said 68?
No, I mean, he
Oh.
said
The last
68.
time.
Oh, okay.
I will say 68 this time.
All right, so you're saying that. Danny DeVito, what do you think he's worth?
I'll say 60 million.
95 million.
All right, so Michael Keaton is worth $15 million.
Wow, Michael Keaton, you better get your money right.
15
Right,
million
Birdman?
versus
He lost it all on Birdman.
Danny DeVito, who is worth $80 million.
What did you say?
Yeah, I said 80 million.
Yep.
No, or something like that. No, I
Yeah.
said 95.
Oh, okay.
Danny DeVito, richest person on this
But
list.
if we add in Ray Perlman's income, we might get.
Well, I mean,
Is that his wife's name?
Yeah,
Ray-
Rhea Perlman.
Oh yeah.
well,
She ain't
since
been
I
working
guess,
as
I
much,
guess
so.
that would make sense since he does,
Yeah,
all
No,
this money.
15 million sounds really low though for Michael Keaton.
Yeah, well, that's pretty.
I know he fell off
Yeah.
for a while, but he don't get none of that Mr. Mom money.
I guess not. Yeah. So,
I just saw that on the TV the other day. He should get a royalty for that.
yeah, but I mean that's according to you can check me if you want.
No,
but,
I
yeah.
believe
No,
you,
I believe
but I also
Yeah.
think that it's possible he ought to be
I mean,
checking with somebody about those action figure monies.
Right?
well, here's the thing: he may have spent all that money too.
Yeah.
Like I knew that he bought a ranch and all the land. Yeah, probably some of that. So
Yeah. So, well, let me ask you this: this is we're talking about what they're worth, though, what their assets and everything, right?
net worth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Superman versus Lex Luthor, Henry Cavill versus Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg. He owns Facebook, so
No, that's Mark Zuckerberg.
no.
Okay.
God, Cameo.
All right, what is Henry Cavill worth?
I'll say. I would say like $9 million.
45 million.
Wow, Henry Cavill is worth $20 million.
Wow, I was close.
It was a push.
Jesse Eisenberg.
I will say $35 million.
52 million.
Wow, you all think Jesse Eisenberg is worth a lot of money.
I'm just so bad at this anyway. I'm like horrible at this game.
Apparently, so is he. He is worth $10 million.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You're in that Michael Keaton money. Like, you can't even afford, like.
You were in Zombieland.
You can't even afford the cars where the doors go, like, up, like the suicide.
No, that's not suicide.
What's it called?
Butterfly? No, that's not Butterfly. Because Butterfly opens up, right? Yeah, that's Butterfly. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm referencing, what's the show? With the dudes out in Silicon Valley. That's the name of the show, too. Anyway,
Okay.
continue.
All right, so for the last one,
Oh, thank
Chadwick
God.
Boseman versus Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, dude.
Ooh.
I would have to say.
Ooh. I got to go with Michael B.
I'm going to have to say that too.
Okay.
But Chadwick just got a nice infusion of cash. I'll say that much.
So, Chadwick Boseman, what's he worth?
I'll say, man, he's been in a lot of good movies that did pretty well. I'll say 11 million.
Okay. What about Michael B. Oh, wait, sorry.
I was going to say 18 million.
18. Okay. And Michael B. Jordan?
I'll say, Chadwick was 11, right? Did I say that?
Yeah.
I'll say Michael B will be 17.
I'll say 22.
All right. Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, both have $8 million.
Oh.
Ooh.
So here's the thing about that. Here's where all that gets interesting. That's because they signed all these movies before they got big, and now that they're big, their next paycheck is going to be huge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
But see, I feel like, because
if you sign those contracts, you're not guaranteed a royalty. Sometimes it's
That's
hey,
also
here's
true.
this.
But see, like
After
Michael
this
B.,
movie.
he's in the Creed movie. Like, I'm surprised by the 8
I'm
million.
just saying. Well, and who's to say that he doesn't just go out and spend all of it?
Yeah, that's true.
And this is just according to Google. So these are last year
Yeah.
numbers. Because
Oh, yeah, true.
yeah.
Yeah.
So when you see what they got paid this year, next year,
Yeah.
like
They
these
might
have
be in a
changed.
different tax bracket.
Right. So
I think they're in the same tax
yeah,
bracket.
Well, I mean,
I think once you make over millions, you're in the same tax bracket.
right. No, no.
there's like Shaq said, there's Shaq money and there's the guy who owns the team money. You know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah.
To us, it's a lot.
Yeah.
To them, you're still in different ballparks.
Right. So
I would hate to have to pay taxes every year.
You don't pay taxes?
what?
You might not want to say
No,
that.
I mean like pay
on the
into
show.
taxes.
No, that's what paying taxes
No.
means.
I meant like once you get the tax return, I'm talking about paying that back.
What? Do you not know how this works?
I don't pay taxes.
Wow. So I'm going to get a subpoena for this footage. And
God,
I'm kidding. I pay taxes.
yeah, right.
I do.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that means.
All right. Well,
All that got cut.
nope. It stays in.
Oh no!
I leave it in. I want the real.
Oh,
The real.
I will leave it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't believe Cameo. That's all we ask. Please don't believe him when he says that. But believe this, you can get some great seats at Paint and Cheers. They pay their taxes.
Nice segue. Nice segue. I like it.
But for real, our buddies at Paint and Cheers, they are the best thing going at the Plaza District here at Oklahoma City. You've heard of like these paint nights that they have. Adam's out there. He teaches you all these great techniques, and it's just a matter of hours, and you get to take home a great painting. So it doesn't even take you that long, and you'll have something you're proud of. But during those few hours, you'll have as much fun as humanly possible, because Adam is just an upbeat, energetic guy, and of course, you'll have that drink.
Oh yeah,
Because they
That
have
liquid courage.
Yeah, we talk about their drink specials every week. They have all kinds of, they have beer, they have wine, they have. I guess if they got sangria and mimosas, they got a little bit of liquor.
Yeah.
All right.
Liqueur.
Liqueur. That's the one you drink with your pinky out like that, right? Is
Yeah.
that how you do it? But they do have on Thirsty Thursdays $2 Boda Box wine. On Saturday, starting at 2 p.m., bottomless sangria, and on Sunday at 2 p.m., bottomless mimosas. And if you've heard me every week and I messed this up, I practiced all week. I was in the car just saying it out loud.
Can I go in my
Nailed
bottomless
it.
chaps?
You probably shouldn't, but if you get enough drink in you,
Hey, why
I'd
not?
like to see that happen.
All right.
Wouldn't you need more drink in you to see that happen?
we need all the drinks. But there might be Cameo and bottomless chaps if you go. They have large parties that you can do, Christmas parties. These make great Christmas gifts. To buy these seats and give them to your friends, do it. Or, like I say, go and you'll have a great time. Get your seats now. You can reserve them at paintincheers.com. That's paint with the letter N, cheers.com. We're here at New World Comics, which is just south of 63rd on Meridian in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
And, of course, we got to finish the show with Oh, Buck, yeah! And these are recommendations for things that have come out. By the time you see this, it's probably the week before. But these are the
Even
things.
the week after.
Yeah, well, yeah, these are the books that came out
Oh, it came out. Yeah.
the week previous.
Okay.
But we,
Right. I mean, these
are the
yeah.
new,
Yes.
and you can get them. That's the most important thing. You
Yes.
can get them.
So, how's this? I'll let you all choose what I talk about first.
Let's do this one.
Oh, you want this one?
Yeah, let's do this one.
Oh, so here's The Batman Who Laughs, #1.
Oh yes, I had to pick that up.
Yeah. So DC's coming out and saying that he's the most powerful villain in the DC universe, more so than Darkseid.
Wow.
Yeah, and this issue essentially introduces like the Batman Punisher,
Okay.
and it's crazy.
I didn't get to read it yet. Is this part of the Dark Knight Metal?
Yeah, like this falls out from
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
so
I,
he-
I didn't get to read it yet, but I'm so excited about this one.
yeah. So this lets you get to know everyone a little bit more and know what's going on. And man, Batman's gonna have to make some real tough calls coming up real soon.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Oh,
man.
look at the back. It's a wet Jason Momoa.
Not interested.
Well, I quit, and you don't have to. No.
Don't look. Don't look.
Oh my God! Look at that last page.
Oh no.
Why does it say the end? No.
Yeah, I can't wait to read that. Is this okay? So the is this the first one you said?
Yeah, first one of this series.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. So come get that one. That one's out now, and I think I may have got an alternate cover. Did
Yeah,
I?
it came out with 3 covers. There's cover A, cover B, and then the blank variant. If you know any artist friends who want to draw on your comics,
Oh yeah.
there you go.
I don't know any good artist friends.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know I have like an artist friend.
There's
named
one that shows
Jerry.
up anytime you say this word.
Yeah,
As a
but
Yeah, right there. Did y'all see that? Yeah, if you're not watching this, then you're missing out on seeing. Yeah,
yeah, you get the beat, but you don't get to see Jerry's beautiful face.
You know,
Who's probably going to be mad that his face is associated. Like, what word is he saying?
well, Jerry, you just got to come and see.
Yeah.
What are we talking about next? What are we talking about next?
I'll let you pick, bro.
Okay, I want to talk about the second.
This?
Yes, because
Or this?
no.
This?
Yes.
All right, so we have Batman Damned #2.
Yes. So, how many Wangs in #2?
None. But
Oh.
you
Oh.
find out.
I mean,
you find out how horrifically awful Joker has been, and oh man, Harley just kind of hammers it home with how sad of a life she's had and where she's at it, in her life right now, and oh man, Joker's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
Oh my god.
So
Okay, Harley.
this is, again, for those who don't know, this is a continuation of, like, I think we talked about this, Batman Noel,
and then
the Joker,
yeah, and now Batman Damned.
Damned. So and this is issue
this is
2.
issue 2, and there's some other characters that show up in here. Spoiler alert, that you get to see their version of the Demon and Spectre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Now let me ask you this, because I had to read the first one elsewhere.
yeah,
Because it flew right off the shelves.
yeah, and they're not reprinting these.
Right.
Yeah.
Was the first one this big?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. So there's a guy that should come and pick his up, but don't. Don't come and pick up the first one.
No.
Stay
yeah.
home.
By the way, he came in.
I quit.
He bought the issue. Yeah.
Dang it! Did you tell him like it's been salivated over for?
Yeah. He was like, "Well, I'm glad I finally showed up then."
Yeah. Yes.
Jerk.
All right. What's next?
So
Oh, you can pick this.
I'm gonna pick this one.
Okay.
All right. So in this issue, Thor and She-Hulk go on a date, and it goes terrible at first.
At first.
Yeah, like it's Thor, you're the worst. And then Thor saves it in one of the nicest moments in comics that I've seen in so long.
Right.
Wow.
It's
Oh wait, you don't tell me. Go on.
awesome. Yeah, well, it's just this like really sweet, like, oh, so like, look, yeah, and then and then we get to right there. See, look, I'm making good TV.
Oh.
Ooh, look, reaction videos. So definitely pick up Avengers 11. Last time we were recommending the Avengers 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
So this has some more Phil Coulson stuff, talking about the things that has been going on. There's Black Panther and the inner workings of what he's trying to get done. We have some cool stuff happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So,
Oh yeah. Save the best for last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh.
so DC's been doing these new talent showcases.
Mm-hmm.
They have these writers and artists that they've taken in, and they've been workshopping and doing the, hey, this is how we want you to tell a DC kind of story. This is how we want you to draw a DC type of story.
Mm-hmm.
And this is their debut. Like, this is where they get to show that, yeah, I'm serious about this. I have these thoughts and ideas for these characters, and it's great. So there's a really awesome Catwoman story. There's John Constantine, which you don't really see a lot of.
Uh-huh.
Zatanna, which absolute all-time favorite comic character.
Right.
Yeah, her story's great in it, and man, the Wonder Woman story in here is just gorgeous.
And so these are like up and coming.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
Yeah, that looks
So
really
these are
good.
Just like mini
yeah,
series.
yeah. All of them are little short stories.
Cool.
Yeah, so definitely check that out.
New talent showcase #1. Is this a?
It's an annual thing that they do.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. Have you seen any of these where like somebody was in the new talent and then they just blew up after?
Not yet. They've only done this once or twice before.
Oh, okay.
So some of these people are still working.
That looks
in,
really good.
in DC. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I mean, it's it speaks to what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
Oh, I like that Catwoman.
see,
Ooh, yeah.
I'm saying I don't just recommend these things arbitrarily.
Whatever.
I stand behind the things that I talk about.
Really? Because earlier I saw you just spinning Ben, and whatever he pointed to first, you're like, "That's what I'm going to talk about."
That's me testing his sobriety.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
no,
No, but that looks really good. That does.
Yeah.
yeah.
I might have to get that.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of times that they put these out, and it's this is just a money grab. Like, this is them, actually showcasing great talent.
Right.
Like, I look forward to a lot of these.
Yeah.
So
And we'll look at what's in my bag here in just a second, but this one's gonna have to go in too.
awesome.
All right.
And then finally, my absolute favorite title, Fantastic Four.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's the wedding special.
Aww.
I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Ben Grimm's finally getting hitched.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
After what? Like,
So
how long have they been dating?
off and on, 50 years.
Dang.
Yeah. But, I mean, technically, when Alicia was a Skrull, Johnny married her, but that got weird. We don't really talk about that.
Is this in continuation of what we've been reading too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this goes on between issues 4 and 5 of the Fantastic Four series. And it's, it's not integral to the story, that you're reading, but it's really neat. And it kind of shows you where, like, Papa Master's been and just kind of the jitters. It's so cool.
Let me ask you this, and this hopefully I'm not spoiling too much, but these almost like the wedding episodes, the issues remind me almost of like soap operas, like how they always end like with something crazy happening. Are the comic books kind of the same?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, because they couldn't just have like just a wedding. Like there's something's got to pop off.
Sometimes they have it,
Yeah.
but not often.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah.
even if they do tie the knot, like something's got to pop off. It's
Right.
It's crazy stuff.
I mean, that's kind of how weddings work, if you know.
oh my gosh,
Man, Jerry's just popping up everywhere.
If you're gonna say it, then I'm not gonna edit it out.
Oh, okay.
How the world has changed.
Okay, so I'll just see. Let's what I got in my bag this week, just for the fun of it. Guess what? Fantastic Four, of course.
Okay.
Oh,
Buck's got me hooked. Oh, so Tom introduced me to these, but I love Rick and Morty, and these are like the trade paperbacks,
yes.
and I love these. They're so good, especially because it's going to be a while before we get to the next season. Yeah, I'm sure that sounds great.
Yep.
But this, I got to point out this.
Yeah.
I found this, and it's volume 3, so I'm going to have to get the other ones. It's the Hellboy Omnibus.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we should talk about prices on the show, but
I mean, it's a printed price. It's not like we really get to.
yeah.
But
$24 for this
yes, so
is an amazing price. I love that price.
what they used to do was that they'd be like $16-17 each,
Yeah.
and that's like 3 or 4 trades all put into one,
Yeah.
and it's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hellboy dies.
Spoilers.
I mean,
but no, I mean, yeah. Look, I mean, this for the price is a great find. I was like, I got to get that before somebody else finds it up there. So,
we'll definitely be getting more.
which is a bad ad, I guess. Like, they got good stuff, but I got it first.
We'll definitely get more Hellboy, especially for Hellboy Day coming up in Superhero School.
Ooh.
Yeah, December 22nd.
Something I do want to mention before we let Cameo talk about whatever he's going to bore us with. No.
Is it your undying hatred of Cameo?
I heard that they're going to go back in the spring and they're changing all the Fantastic Four stuff.
I doubt that.
You haven't? Did you hear this? Have you heard this?
I've heard about this. I think
Like
it's
their origin and
I think it's going to be some sort of like gimmick.
Mhm.
They're not going to do that, and if they do, I revolt.
Okay.
I mean, there are so many other things planned that they've announced that I don't think that they could have these things going and go ahead with hey, someone's going to redo this in history and this and this and this.
Yeah.
Unless they have someone like tweaking continuity a little.
Gotcha.
Like I don't think
Darn
it's gonna
you,
be,
Barry Allen.
Yeah, like I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Like I don't think that they're going to New 52 Marvel.
Right.
They better.
Okay.
I ain't got time for all that.
Hey, Cameo.
Yeah.
Before we get to what you were going to talk about,
Okay.
let me ask you this real quick because you brought up Barry Allen and I don't want to forget. Have y'all been watching the
Yes.
Elseworlds?
Not yet.
Yes.
Me either. But
killing me.
has it been good?
I like it.
Okay.
I like
I've
it.
heard good reviews. Could you watch just the Elseworlds and not really watch the rest of the seasons? Like, are you going to be?
That's a no.
No. Okay.
Like-
So Elseworlds is totally. I mean, it's canon, but it's not with the show. Like,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have to know what's going on
This season.
this season,
Right.
just, to be where they're at now. Yeah, they do reference some things that have happened in this season,
Right.
but it's not like a big
Okay, so you
integral part
you
of
could
it.
just jump in and watch the Elseworlds because I hear that they're going to tie in Barry's dad from the alternate world, but you know how he was in the '90s show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're tying in the '90s show
Yeah.
to
like,
this.
Yeah, like he's in it as Flash. Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I love that.
dude. But I will tell you this: his suit fits out a little bit wider
Yeah.
than it did back in the 90s.
Yeah, well, so does mine. All right, what do you got there, Cameo? What'd you get?
I'm kind of behind.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah. So I got Fantastic Four 3. 4.
Yeah.
But I did. This is the newest one I got. The Wedding Special.
Yeah.
I'd say that looks fantastic.
And I got to catch up on The Amazing Spider-Man. I didn't get issue 11 yet because the way my bank account is set up, I got a checkings and a savings. And if I pull that savings over to the checking, it'll take a couple days. So,
Yeah, that
But
was too much information.
and I don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
That wasn't even like...
Family friendly show, everyone. Family friendly show.
All right.
No, but yeah, so yeah, Spider-Man has been quite amazing lately.
Yeah. I have actually been pretty happy with this story.
Yeah.
I did see that there is a trade paperback
Yeah.
of the last few issues
Oh, the Red Goblin stuff from the last series. Yeah.
Man, that
Oh.
was wild.
Yeah.
That was wild. If you haven't read that yet, you need to check it out.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
Yeah, that just came out, and then in it has that last issue that 801.
Yeah.
That I was like, everyone needs to read that.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, that's still top 5 Spider-Man comics.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
that was the best way to end like that series of run.
I mean, if that had to be the final issue of Spider-Man ever,
yeah.
that's the perfect one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got to ask you real quick
Yeah.
about like that series. What happened between him and Mockingbird?
They just kind of had a falling out. so,
That's it?
Yeah.
Like, because I know he was staying on a couch and then like they kissed in an issue and
Things just didn't work out, man.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just
They were just trying to get everything ready for all the Mary Jane stuff.
gotcha.
So,
Because I'm like, so Mockingbird's not in this? Like,
but I mean, like, it worked for the story, but
Yeah.
like if they're finally doing the all right, so Brand New Day was a terrible idea. Let's undo that, or I guess
You know
One
what-
More Day or whatever it was called.
you know what I think? What was him getting back to Mary Jane? I think it was they knew Stan was about to leave, and Stan said in the Spider-Man PS4 game that him and Mary Jane was always his favorite couple.
Aw.
So I feel like that's why they did it.
So
but
you're
hey.
saying that he loves Mary Jane and he needs to Google this movie dope and God, what's with this show?
Be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful. Great show. Next show, we plan on breaking down Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse even more.
Yeah.
After me and Cameo watch it.
And I'm gonna give a non-spoiler review of Aquaman.
Yeah.
Brad, stop pointing. It's rude. Just saying.
And that's the before we go. Oh my God, Cameo. If you're gonna say it, I'm leaving it in. Check out the New World Comics podcast. Buck has special guests on every week. They talk about superhero school, like from the people that are actually out there doing it.
Yep.
Comic
Yeah.
book recommendations.
Yeah, our favorite back issues and things that we don't really delve into. Since we try to keep everything current.
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
we do pretty deep dives into back issues, things that people never really talk about, but they should.
Yeah, and then of course, I love the store stories. You get a kind of like a behind the scenes look at what it would be like to work here.
Yeah.
But also on the one of the next episodes that should be up any minute now. It could be up now. I haven't looked. But you had your friend Galen on.
Yeah.
And he has some very interesting toys that he brought up from Morocco.
Yes.
Like superhero stuff, but like
Oh man, yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Spider-Man's pretty out. Yeah.
Did you say Spader?
Yeah,
Like
Spider-Man.
James Spader
Yeah,
Man?
Yeah, and then the terrorist glasses spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
so
that's horrible.
If you
That's horrible.
if you want to see the video, which I recommend because that way you'll get to see some of these toys, check it out on the New World Comics Facebook page. And then, of course, the podcast, all the same places that the Nerds to Men is up. Spreaker, Stitcher, Spotify,
iTunes.
Smoke clouds.
Smoke. Yeah, SoundCloud, YouTube.
Dirt men for life.
Yeah.
And we're gone.
Keep it nerdy.